welcome back to the channel where today we're going to take a look at the past few days in busy transactions for the Milwaukee Brewers. As we had a couple guys re-sign, a couple guys like free agency, and a trade that happened with one of our big contributors down the stretch for the Brewers. So let's go ahead and get started with earlier this month. We had several options decline and people that elected free agency, with Colin Ray being one of them. He was later re-signed for a one-year deal for the Brewers. I believe that is a good idea because he was a pretty solid pitcher down the stretch. He was able to get a lot of outs, be a big innings eater. Not the most effective pitcher, not the greatest, but I think a good depth guy to have at a back end rotation or as one of our long relievers in the bullpen. Two guys whose options were declined were Andrew Chafin and Justin Wilson. Justin Wilson never pitched for the Brewers this season because of injuries. He came in 2023 basing on the IL already, and then he was going to come back, and then the same day came off the injured list, he hurt himself again and got put on the list again for the remainder of the season. And Andrew Chafin, after being traded for Peter Strzelecki at the trade deadline, didn't really do anything for the Crew. He actually got worse and was not good at all, so pretty happy with that decision to decline his option. A couple guys that elected free agency were Jesse Winker, Carlos Santana, Victor Caratini, Josh Donaldson, and Darren Ruff. The two guys I really want to see back are Victor Caratini, who has been a really good backup catcher for the Brewers, and basically Corbin Burns' personal catcher. He has some good numbers behind the plate, got some decent pop, good defensively as catcher. And I want to see Carlos Santana back. I think he's a very good veteran present. He still got quite a lot of pop in his bat, and I think he would just be really good for first base, especially because we traded away a potential option at first base we'll get to in a moment. And then we did re-sign Colin Ray, but we also traded away Mark Canha to the Tigers for a double-A pitcher in Blake Holub, who honestly, it does have a lot of promise as a pitcher, which is good, but I don't know about this move. Financially, it makes sense, as Canha has an $11.5 million option that the Brewers did not want to take, because when he was with Milwaukee, he was hitting well above his career averages. He's 35 years old. You worry about regression, just because he's not really a power hitter either, like Carlos Santana. And so it makes sense. I understand it. I think wish we got a little bit more out of the deal, something more big league ready, especially hitting wise, as we saw that was what the Brewers really lacked last season, especially in the playoffs as well. And also some news that Wade Miley declined his option on the mutual option and is like a free agency. We'll see if the Brewers are able to bring him back or if he wants to go up for a contender to get a World Series before he retires. But not too bad. There's quite a few moves. Let's take a look at Blake Holub a little bit too in the minor league. Come on. He's at Biloxi now. Let's see. Do we have any stats? They're loading. In the minor leagues, in 2023, he went 6-4 with 3.03 ERA in 48 games, 10 holds, 8 saves, in 65 innings, had 53 hits, 76 strikeouts, 226 average against. He's only gotten better. So he is a potential guy to keep an eye on for as a relief arm. So he could be really good for the Brewers, but we'll see if he makes the roster. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is a quick little update on what the Brewers have been up to. As more moves happen in free agency and the rest of the offseason, I will make sure to keep up on it. And I'll see you again very soon. Ciao for now.